If you want to see results like this client did, raking in over $250,000 in sales from Facebook ads, or this client driving over 6,000 leads at less than $11 per lead, or like this client driving over $500,000 in sales from Google ads, there are two things that you need to do. These are just a handful of the businesses we've helped grow, and they all have two things in common that we did for them in their marketing campaigns. Two things that you should do every time you market your business, because if you don't, I honestly don't know if any of your other marketing efforts are really going to be worth it. I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. And the first thing you need to do every time you market your business is to make customer-oriented content. That sounds obvious until you think of the flip side of that, which means to not make business-oriented content, which is what most small business owners starting out tend to do. Let me give you some examples. We offer gluten-free meals. Customers can enjoy their meals here regardless of any dietary restrictions they have. We have the new Turbo 3000 cleaners at our car wash. Drive around pollen-free this spring with just monthly visits to our car wash. We execute expert digital marketing strategies. We're an award-winning agency. We have over a decade of experience. Small businesses triple their revenue when they work with us. Do you see the difference? Don't waste breath, time, or ad spend talking about anything other than what your audience cares about as it relates to your product or service. Making customer-oriented content means addressing your customers' pain points or goals. It does not mean listing off your business's resume. Your content should provide direct value, or in other words, be helpful and or inspiring to your audience. Otherwise, it doesn't need to be published. Let me ask you this. Do you think people's attention spans are getting longer or shorter? Exactly. So if your Instagram reel or Facebook ad or blog or YouTube video or whatever it is doesn't address the thing your customer needs help with as it relates to your business, in like the first 3 seconds, you've lost them. They've scrolled on. Too many times I see business owners putting all this time and care into making sure that they're posting 3 times a week, or that they're testing different audiences out on Facebook ads. But the reality is their content was never going to convert users from the start because it was about them and not their customers. So number one, let anything you put out there be customer oriented. The second thing you should do every time you market your business is retarget, and retarget in a specific way, which I'll get to in a second. Retargeting, if you don't know, means putting your ads and content in front of people who have already heard of your brand before, whether that's your website traffic, your email subscribers, your Instagram followers, your Facebook Reels views, etc. If you're not retargeting, this is basically what's happening. You are catching fish and then just throwing them back to sea, and then wondering why you don't have any fish in your bucket. 95 to 98% of your website traffic will not return to your site on their own. I'm sorry, let me say that again for the people in the back. Almost 100% of your website traffic will not come back to your site on their own, meaning 95 to 98% of your website traffic will never purchase from you or think about your brand ever again unless you retarget them and redirect them back to your website. Tell me if you've been guilty of what I'm about to describe. A lot of business owners put an ad out there, put it in front of a cold audience, aka an audience that's never heard of your brand before. They're just targeting their basic demographic based on gender, interest, geography, etc. And they're sitting there like, I've spent $150 on this ad and nobody's clicked to my website, or nobody's converted yet. Well, now you know why. You've spent the money to catch the fish. Now you need to spend a tiny bit more to put them in the bucket. Also, you've just wasted money catching them, only to throw them back out to sea. The key to making this work financially is to get it so that all in on your ad spend, the cost per purchase or cost per lead is still profitable for your business. And that's what our team helps businesses of all industries do every day. Now, I said earlier that you need to not only retarget, but retarget in a specific way. That's because your retargeting audience should not just be one big audience, it should be segmented. People who have purchased from you before or have subscribed to your email newsletters are way more invested, or in the industry we say hotter, than leads who just saw one of your Facebook Reels one time, especially because views and engagement on social media does not mean that they are a follower. So people in your audience should receive different ads based on where they're at in your funnel. People who are warm but not hot need more nurturing than those who are hot and have already purchased from you. So when you retarget, you need to create multiple ad sets so that you're sending the right ads to the right set of people. This will lower your cost per result that much more, which in turn stretches your ad dollars further and gives you more customers for your buck. Now, if you want a step-by-step tutorial on how to set up your retargeting campaign, I will link this video below for you to watch next.